So let's do a little bit of theory before we dive into the actual coding. So there are two types of user interactions. If you think about it, right, me interacting with a web page, I can interact with the web elements, right, and do the standard sending keys, clicking, but I can also use my mouse and my keyboard to interact with the web page, right? So Selenium WebDriver did a very awesome thing in that they broke down user interactions into two types: mouse interactions and keyboard interactions. Very simple, right? So the way it works is you create a new actions object passing in your WebDriver, and then you can access different kinds of actions using the standard dot notation. Some of the mouse interactions that we have are click, click and hold, context click, double click, drag and drop to offset, move by offset, move to element, and release. So these definitions are pretty straightforward, right? It's exactly like it sounds, but also you guys will be able to see those definitions in the actual IDE when we pull up our Visual Studio. The next type of interactions, as I mentioned, are keyboard interactions, and there are only a few interactions of those, and those are key down, key up, and send keys. Right, mostly used for pressing keys down, letting keys go, and then sending those keys, right? So combinations like Control-Alt-Delete, Control-Shift-Tab, whatever you want to do, you keep pressing those keys down, creating a combination, and then passing those keys along. So now the question is, how do you pass those keys along? Well, you can perform these actions. You can combine a bunch of keys like Control, Alt, Tab, get all those keys together, and you can use the build method to build them together. And afterward, if you want to perform the action, you just do a perform. However, if you don't want to save your actions for the future, you can just do a perform. But if you want to build up your actions and then save them in the object, you just build them up, and then in the future you can do a perform, just like that. So now that you have a little bit of an understanding about what's going on, let's go ahead and look at the actual code, get into a bunch of examples and a bunch of quizzes for you guys to further cement this knowledge.